This is a budget in large part that the governor sent us with regards to the appropriation side, which means how our tax money will be spent. And there are significant improvements that were made by way of the legislative process and the public hearings that we did, along with meeting with all the departments. This budget is going to provide additional property tax relief. It's fiscally sound. We returned this document to the governor for his consideration with a higher surplus than the draft that he sent to us, because we had the advantage of time, public hearings, and a better understanding of how the cash was going to flow. There is a record pension payment. Our colleague, Assemblyman DeMaio, mentioned that this budget spends more money. Well, this budget also spends a record $3.8 billion in a pension payment after last year's record payment, and that adds up, and that's part of the reason why the budget is larger. We're providing $175 million in property tax relief scattered over a number of programs. $75 million, $50 million increase than the governor asked for in his original budget for New Jersey Transit. It's going to be it's needed, it's going to be well used. And to help with the minimum wage increase that so many of us work for, there's a $21 million increase for personal care assistants, a $20 million increase for direct care providers, nursing home worker wage increase of $15 million, and a child care wage increase of $9 million. Also, this document that we will be voting on Thursday increases property tax program, increasing funding for extraordinary special education by $50 million, increasing funding for shared services and school consolidation grants by $50 million. And a piece that has not been talked about, this budget will fully fund the senior property tax freeze program for the first time in a decade with an $18 million increase, which means a senior household with income nearing $90,000 will be eligible to have their property taxes frozen. That's a huge benefit. We're doubling the veterans' income tax deductions, which will provide an additional $23 million in tax relief, positive impact and estimated over 387 veterans in New Jersey. Increased school emergency funding by $20 million to try to take the edge off as the school funding formula is readjusted, providing additional $4 million for urban parks. And other highlights of this budget that this Democrat majority has negotiated for: $7 million for charity care, $2 million for legal services, $2 million for New Jersey Coalition Against Sexual Assault, $2.5 million for SNAP, $1 million for Center for Hispanic Policy Research and Development, $500,000 for Hispanics Women's Research Center, $750,000 combined for federally qualified health clinics and LGBTQ grants, $2 million for community food banks, $1 million for South Jersey Food Bank, $1 million for Big Brothers Big Sisters. This is a Democrat budget, all returning to the governor with absence of broad-based tax increases and a larger surplus than the governor's document he submitted to this legislature when he gave his address at the beginning of the year. Madam Chairman, Madam Chairwoman, what I just read reflects the work of this committee, what we heard from people, and the focus we had on serving this great state, and I am pleased to vote yes.